Here we are at Scatchel Beach. It's a neat little spot. Uh, People have come out here for years to sun and enjoy. Uh, Originally, the first pictures I've seen of it, and I don't know if I remember as a very small kid when the Bannings had a home here. There was a pretty big house here, and then later the St. Catherine Hotel, which was a real nice hotel, had a lot of meeting rooms and could handle big groups of people. It had a pretty substantial pier here. I know in our speedboat business we had a couple of 28-foot Chris crafts that would come in and pick up people and take them down to the isthmus or take them to the mainland sometimes. But it was a real neat spot. I remember well. I belonged to Rotary, and Rotary had its meetings here. When I was first living at the isthmus, I'd run down in my outboard and tie it to the end of the pier and come in and go for a meeting and then zip back. A lot of the movie stars, I remember one time we took Howard Hughes, Paulette Goddard, picked him up here and took him to Santa Monica Pier, and they had us wait there. And with Howard was famous for hiring an airplane or something, and going someplace and saying, "Well, wait for me." And a couple of months later, you'd decide to go home. But there was a lot of notoriety that used the hotel. I didn't actually drive one of those 28-footers, so I can't remember. I remember Howard Hughes and all that Goddard real well, but I don't remember too many other people. They were all people that you'd recognize the name of, but with the Miss Catalina boats, we ran tourist trips, 15-minute rides out of the Avalon, the Pleasure Pier. I think I remember when the St. Catherine was torn down, and I think it was sometime in the early 60s that it was torn down. I believe I was at the isthmus during that period when they tore the St. Catherine, and they tore a lot of the villa cabins out of Avalon. Well, it needed renovation. It was after the war, after the Maritime got through using it as a barracks. It really needed some real serious refurbishment, and didn't get it. And rather than refurbish it, they tore it down. Okay, here we are at Hamilton Beach. The history of this cove is, as I know it, in 1931, Mr. Wrigley built it into an amphibian terminal for Wilmington, Catalina transportation. And Mr. Wrigley had Donald Douglas Sr. built him two Grumman Goose amphibians that he flew over, and they had a ramp out of the water. They'd come up, and then Mr. Wrigley himself designed a turntable up. They were having trouble turning it around to get it to go back down in that short space they had, so Mr. Wrigley built them a turntable where they could spin it around and get ready to take off. They had a very picturesque terminal there. It had a lot of Catalina tile in it. It was very nice. I remember flying in the amphibians. That was a big deal in those days for me. That was the expensive way to get